Will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Black 80!
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Strong left.
Yeah. Here we go. 180!
Garoppolo to throw on second down. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garçon, 76 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready? Black 22.
Check 56.
Green, Trevor C.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Strong left. Strong left.
Come on.
2nd down, Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Ready? White 25.
Right there. 56. I got you.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
3 down, 3 down. Here we go, here we go. 180.
They run it with McKinnon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, we got tight right, tight right.
180. 120.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
120. Black 80.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Set hot.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over the middle to Kittle, complete. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
He's coming, double up.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The return man is Grant. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
4 down.
Hey, sub.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Alert.
Sonic.
Mike 48.
Hey, sub.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey. 4 down.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Green, triple C.
Jameis now on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Come on, Sunday.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Sonic.
Check 43.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Sonic.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Woo! I know you feel that.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Tight end left. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Hey, sub.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Jameis now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Odd, 5 down. Ready, blue lady.
Going with Coleman, the fullback, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Tight, guys, double tight.
My 50. Ready? Black, 22's hot.
Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's James. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Run. Yeah, baby. Boom.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Double tight.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more after this.
Double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Black 80.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Strong right.
Following the interception, Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We got 4
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick Shane Ray. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
12, fellas, here we go.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Garoppolo now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Here we go, D. All day, D.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
First down, Winston. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Move.
Ready. Black 22. Watch for the bounce.
To throw is Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Here's Winston. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Double tight. 4 down.
Hey.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now Winston, he's going to loft one deep left, and this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
11.
Hey.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch 10. Single.
To throw is Garoppolo. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the... And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. In for the score. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Shane Ray in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
Watch the run.
That is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
13.
4 down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
I'll send you. Here we go. Hurry up.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, that's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give them a gain of 37.
Yeah, baby.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Now McKinnon. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
56 to Mike.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Sonic.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Dancing to his left.
Watch the run. They're running
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
Let's go now. Reset. Come on. Sunday.
I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Single. I got a single on the slot. Single on
Sonic.
the slot.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to float this one deep right, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second.
Four down.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
3 down. 3 down. Hey, check.
Here's McKinnon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Garoppolo now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now he'll turn and off his back. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A 1st down throw for Winston. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain at 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Shane Ray in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Sonic!
Check pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Curry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
11, 11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
Stand up in.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Stand up in.
Move it up, fellas.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
21, 21.
I'm coming for you. Here we go.
11, 11.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here we go. 180.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
White.
4 down.
Garoppolo looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Bunch set. Eyes up. Bunch set.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Ready. Blue way.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
180.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Here we go. 180!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.